Hello, my brothers and sisters out there. Seth Dark Arts back once again, and this is the I actually forgot 17th video, I guess. And today we're gonna get into a few interesting subjects. And to kick off this video, I got a little story I want to tell you. Well, not a story, but share some information. You know, you've all heard the quote, "Never judge a book by its cover," and that is true on many levels. Many years ago, very, very long time ago, yeah, many years ago, I was in this bookstore, and I went to this bookstore every day, you know, just trying to find some little diamonds in the rough, you know, see if you could come across something that is of interest. And this one book in particular kept standing out to me for some reason. I didn't know why, because the title threw me off. And the title of this book was Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Now, the title threw me because at that time I was in a different part of my life. I had a lot of things going on. My abilities were coming in very strong and just trying to sort them out and get them under control. So at that time, that whole aspect of getting rich and making money and all that stuff, it wasn't really important to me. So I thought this was just another business book. And when I picked it up and looked at the back, it didn't have anything really interesting going for it besides saying that, you know, this book contains money-making secrets that can change your life. And we've all heard that type of BS before from a lot of these self-help books. Yeah, I know, get rich quick, you know, make 10 G's in a week and all that other nonsense. But one day, I think, man, I don't know how many times I went to this store. It was so many times, and this book was in the Hyakuen, sorry, Hyakuen, that means $1 in Japanese. It was in the $1 section, basically, just thrown there. So I finally said, all right, let me pick this book up, man, and see what's going on. And I picked it up, and I flipped into the contents. And the moment I looked at the contents of the book, immediately I knew this was a book on some powerful magic that was being disguised as a business book. That's right, magic. And once you enter this area, you know, these type of subjects, and you have an interest in these things, you build up a type of, how should I say, I can't think of the word right now, but you build up a type of radar that you can pick up on things really quickly. And yeah, that's what I want to say. You can read between the lines to see what people are really pushing. And it was funny because this is supposed to be a book on making money, and it is a book on making money. But once you look at the table of contents and you see what's going on in this book, you could tell right away this was a person that was deep into some real mental magic. Not magic talking about rituals and doing all these things, but some real deep mental magic that this person tapped into. The book was made by this person, Napoleon Hill. And what happened with that was, let me just see, I had it right here. There was a millionaire at the time. I think this book was made in 1937. Yeah, going way back in the 30s. And the book was made, it says here, it was inspired by Andrew Carnegie, who disclosed his formula of personal achievement to the author, Napoleon Hill, many years ago. And yeah, he made himself into a multimillionaire. So basically, he revealed his secrets to this guy that was under him. And the guy made a book. Now, I'm not going to go into this book too much because I don't want it to take away from what I'm trying to get out today. But I'll just give you an idea of some of the things in here. And they have different chapters and then what's inside the chapters. I'll just give you an example. Chapter 1, Thoughts are Things. Chapter 2, desire. Chapter 3, faith, visualization, and belief to attain desire. And in that chapter alone goes the auto-suggestion, the magic of self-suggestion. Chapter 5, specialized knowledge. Chapter 6, imagination. And it has all these things. And then you go into chapter 10, power of the mastermind, gaining power through the mastermind. Chapter 11, which is what we're talking about today, the mystery of sex transmutation, subconscious mind, the sixth sense. It goes into all this stuff, man. You could probably get the book as a PDF file online for free. There's many, many copies out there in the internet universe. Or you can get the book if you want, if you're curious. I'm not promoting it, but if you're just curious, yeah, download it for free, and you can find it. But yeah, when I picked up this book, man, at that time in my life, I flipped through it, and it has some real powerful stuff for me at the level development I was in at that time. And I knew right away. I mean, the moment I started reading this stuff, I said, this person was deep into some real mental magic. And this is for people who were saying, this is all bullshit, and it's not real, and this is just a lot of nonsense for people who are living in a fantasy realm. While you're out there laughing, these cats right here, people like this, and this is going back to the 30s now, back in the 30s, millionaire, all these people, parties, so-called elite, keep telling you, they know about this stuff. They know this information. While you're sitting down, waiting for the next rap video to come out, or who's going to win the sports game, laughing at people who are out here trying to talk about this stuff, these characters are making moves. And they've been using this stuff for a very long time. This book was made in the 30s, but this information is not new. They've been doing this stuff way before that, going back centuries in what we perceive to be time. And they're still working it now. Why do you think they're still in power? Why do you think they have all these things running? Do you honestly think that these people who are running the bank system and all these multimillionaires, you really think this is because they went to university and got a degree? And now they're making all this money because they're just smart, book smart? Come on, man. Wake up. Wake up. I'm not mad. I love all of you. But I'm just saying, wake up. This is for anybody who happened to come into this video and they're wondering what the hell this guy's talking about. But yeah, man, I'm just saying, wake up, man. This is one of the biggest lies, man. Yeah, go to school, get your degree, and you too can be rich. This is bull, man. These people who are running the show, well, let me rephrase that. People who think they're running the show and have the illusion that they're running the show. And these trillionaires, billionaires, all this big money. Do you honestly think they're just sitting down in offices and board meetings in their private time and, just sitting down with a think tank and, yeah, this is how, I'm going to make this product and I'm going to become a millionaire. They understand all of this. They understand it on levels that most people out here will never touch on in this lifetime at all. They understand the deep, deep knowledge. And it goes deep. I keep telling you guys, man, nobody's listening to me. It goes deep. The fact that this book was made in the 30s, was made in the 30s, and they're talking about the subconscious mind, the sixth sense, the mastermind, how to create a mastermind, how to be a mastermind, sexual transmutation, which is channeling sexual energy into other areas of creativity. Come on, man, this is the 30s. Nobody, who's talking about that now? You don't even hear this type of stuff anymore going on. That's why I'm here, to bring it back, to let you know what's going on. But yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna get into this right now. What I wanted to purpose of this video. Now, in other videos in the past, I said, I don't remember which video, could have been 2 videos ago, but I did go into about how sex plays into all of this. You probably remember that quote or phrase when I said, yes, folks, sex plays into this. Sex connects to everything. And when I say sex, I'm not talking about, don't think, oh boy, he's going perverted now. I'm not. I'm just keeping it real and I'm letting you all know the information. I was a little hesitant in the beginning to get into this subject, but you know what? If I'm here to teach and reveal information, I just have to give it to you the way it is and how I see it. And it's up to you whether or not you want to take what I say, use it, or if you want to just, turn off the video. But yeah, getting into sex right now. And I'm just going to read you a little something from this book that they wrote on. And it says The Mystery of Sex Transmutation, the 10th step. Just give you a little idea of where these people's heads are at who are up here making all this big money. And I'm not saying that making money is, the most important thing, but I'm just giving you a little insight into their psyche of what's going on in their minds. Remember, folks, once again, this is made in the 30s. It says, sex transmutation is simple and easily explained. It means the switching of the mind from thoughts of physical expression to thoughts of some other nature. Sex desire is the most powerful of human desires. When driven by this desire, men develop keenness of imagination, courage, willpower, persistence, and creative ability unknown to them at other times. So strong and impelling is the desire for sexual contact that men freely run the risk of life and reputation to indulge in it. When harnessed and redirected along other lines, this motivating force maintains all of its attributes of keenness of imagination, courage, etc., which may be used as powerful creative forces in literature, art, or in any other profession or calling, including, of course, the accumulation of wealth, or of riches. That's what they were talking about. The transmutation of sex energy calls for the exercise of willpower, to be sure, but the reward is worth the effort. The desire for sexual expression is inborn and natural. The desire cannot and should not be submerged or eliminated, but it should be given an outlet through forms of expression which enrich the body, mind, and spirit of man. If given this form of outlets through transmutation, it will seek outlets through it said if not given this form of outlet through transmutation, it will seek outlets through purely physical channels. And one last part, it says here, the emotion of sex is an irresistible force, against which there can be no opposition as an immovable body. When driven by this emotion, men become gifted with a superpower for action. Understand this truth, and you will catch the significance of the statement that sex transmutation contains the secret of creative ability. Then it goes into a whole bunch of other stuff, but yeah, that's what it said. Now, I'm not, like I said, I'm not here trying to promote this book and push this book out. I'm just sharing you what came into my life many, many years ago. And to make the point known to you that these cats have been working with this kind of stuff for a long time. So, now, back to me and what I want to teach and share. The book gives many ideas and it talks about other things, but it doesn't really go into details. Now, this whole idea of sexual transmutation, I have to say, I already peeped that card a long time ago. So, once I came into this book and I found the book, I realized that this person was actually speaking some truth. And that's what made me actually really buy the book. Once I saw that sex transmutation area, I had already knew about that, and I thought, yeah, this is real. This person's not just writing an average BS business book. Now, how to build your power. I'm going to it. This is very simple, and this technique I'm about to drop on all of you. This works for men, it works for women, and I'm trying to see what I could say. Yeah, it works for men, it works for women, and it can definitely help men if you trying to find a nice way to say it. But if you're having trouble with your ladies, man, this is for the fellas. If you're having trouble with your women and you're finishing up your love sessions a little too quickly, you definitely need to jump on this exercise. So your woman won't be sitting down looking at you like, oh, hell no. No, he did not just finish, and I'm sitting here looking like, you know what I'm talking about. Whoever, if it's not you, don't worry about it, but There are some cats out there that have little, I don't know, they just finish up a little too quickly in their love sessions. So, yeah, I'm not targeting anybody, and keep it to yourself, but yeah. And don't worry about it, man. I know a lot of women say, "Don't worry, it happens to everybody." Let me stop joking, man. But you know what that is? Honestly, for people who do have that problem sometimes, you gotta learn to control your energy, man. So you're jumping in bed and you're getting all worked up. See, sex is a power. It's energy. It's all energy, man. Everything is energy. And as I said many times, we are multi-dimensional beings, and we're also energy beings. We exist on so many different levels. So not only are we multi-dimensional, we're also made up of energy. So this is why we want to have sex. The reason why a lot of us have this strong sexual desire is because we are strong energy beings and we seek other energetic beings to connect with, you know. So I'm not gonna go into some ABC special shit right now talking about love is magical and all that. And it is nice to be in love with somebody, but we all still want to have sex, whether it's love or not love. And I'm just breaking down a different point of view that you can look at it from a different angle. We're all energy beings, so when we see, when you see that lady out there who's real hot, you're like, damn, I want to get with her. Why do you want to get with her? You have to understand it more deeper. It has to be more than just because she's showing some legs, and has on a tight skirt. For the ladies, when you see a man and you feel, damn, he looks good, I want to get with that. It's more than just because he's got a rock hard body, he's got the abs and, he's got that shaved head. Oh, that's me. No, I'm just kidding. Let me stop joking. But yeah. But it has to be more than that. You're picking up on some energy and you want to connect with that energy and get something out of it. See, this is what the porno industry, when you see these adult videos, you got the porno industry out, and man, they're pumping out videos, seems like daily, by the second. So many people are going into porn and making these adult films, and I'm not going to get into knocking anybody, to each his own. Some people like to do that, and they have that right if that's what they want. But these companies, they also understand the deeper side to this. It's a lot more than just putting a video out with some people having sex, getting their groove on, and then you watching them do whatever. It's more to that. What you're not just paying for a video to see two people or more having sex. You're paying for that energy signature that's embedded into the video. When you watch that video, you watch an adult film, and those energies start flowing, and you're getting sexually aroused. What is happening to you? No one is physically touching you. No one's in the room with you. This is a digital format on a screen. But there's something happening inside of you. You're getting hot. Your skin is getting hot. You're getting aroused. Why is that happening? There's energy coming through that media to you, and it's going into here, and it's stimulating those energies. That's what's really happening. So like I said, yeah, when you connect with someone, whether you're making love or just having sex or whatever it is, it goes a lot deeper than just you wanting to have sex with this person or make love to a person. There's that energy that you want to get from them. And what happens, just from my understanding anyway, when you get tired of being with a person, when you with a person for a while, and just say, for example, you're no longer sexually stimulated by that person and they're just not doing it for you anymore. What it really is that you've gotten all the energy you could from this person, and now that energy is just not working for you anymore. That's really what it comes down to. That energy signature is gone, and you can't pull that same vibe from them anymore that you used to get. And that's when you say, I'm not feeling this person anymore. Yeah, you're right. Literally, you are. You're not feeling them anymore. You're not feeling that energy that's coming through anymore. Same thing with adult films and videos or magazines or whatever have you. You watch the same video over and over again, by yourself or with your partner, and you get sexually aroused, and then there comes a time when you're just not feeling that video anymore. You watch the video, nothing happens. You got the video on, and next thing you know, you're looking out the window. You're wondering what's that fly on the wall doing. You're all over the place because it's not giving you that power anymore. You're not pulling that energy out of the video. You've literally sucked all the energy out of that format of what's going on. So, yeah, that's what happens. It's just my take on it, believe it or not, but this is my point of view. Yeah, so back to what I was saying now. Let's cut all the bullshit. How to build that power up. This is what you gotta do. You need, this is for the ladies and men, you need to sexually stimulate yourself now. Now there's many ways. I'm not gonna go into how, to each his own. However you get sexually stimulated through touching yourself or whatever it is. There are many ways. Some people get their juices going by looking at feet. Hey man, to each his own. I'm not judging nobody, whatever gets you going. But yeah, any way that sexually stimulates you, you get yourself aroused, right? You arouse yourself sexually. You get that energy flowing. You build that energy up. And right before you reach that climax of having an orgasm, you slow down and let the energy go back down, right? You following me? All right, good. I'm not getting perverted. I'm just telling you how it is. Then you build it back up. Build that energy back up. You build it up, you build it up, you build it up. You're right about to go, you're about to climax, and then boom, you slow back down. Don't release that energy. See, what a lot of people don't realize, especially men, you sitting down, man, you're watching these videos every day, you're doing your thing, you're releasing your seed, you're releasing your energy into wherever, and you're actually wasting your powers, man. You're blowing your energy. The energy is leaving you. This is why you feel all tired, man. Why am I tired? I don't have nothing going for me, and I feel weak all the time. Lay off the videos, man. Now, let me rephrase that. I'm not saying lay off the videos. Do what you want, but don't keep relieving yourself, so many times a day for no reason. You build that energy up as many times, and you can do this as long as you want. Just keep building it up, Get to that climax point. Don't climax, then slow it back down, then build it back up. If you do that on I'm going to just say a daily basis. If you do that on a daily basis, if you have the time, you will notice an unbelievable increase in power and creativity. You will. And this will also help you on many other areas. Now, you may have heard in spiritual practices with different cultures where they say sexual abstinence, not having sex, and not releasing their energies out. And the building up of that would support them in their trying to access other realms of reality, or going out of body, or entering other states of consciousness, or having altered states of consciousness. And it works the other way. Sometimes after depleting your energy, after that orgasmic climax, you could project out of body even faster, because you just released all the energy. Boom, now you're coming back down. The body's even more relaxed. So it goes both ways, but what I'm saying is, if you build that energy up, you build that energy up, and then once you feel you've got enough power going, you stop everything. Completely turn off the movie, drop the magazine, whatever you got going, and redirect. So you got all that energy built up now. Now you redirect all that energy into something else that has completely nothing to do with sex. And that can be music. If you play a musical instrument like the guitar, it can be an art. It can be anything that's creative. It will, just trust me, you will feel the difference if you do this. It will have you so pumped up and ready that even for exercising, trust me, if you do that exercise that I'm telling you right now, build that energy up, and then shut off all that, whatever media you're looking at, and go hit the weights or start doing your exercise, your calisthenics, your push-ups, or whatever, you will feel like Superman. You will feel so pumped up and powered up that you will be ready for anything. When you leave the house, you will feel so confident. You feel like everybody's looking at you, And this, like I said, this applies to men and women. It may seem that I'm focusing on the men right now because in this physical reality, I am a man right now. I'm in a physical body of a man, but I also understand it from a woman's perspective. Because like I said, I'm also a woman in other lives as well, and I am aware of those realities. Um, but that's another story. But yeah, this works for everybody. Same for the ladies. Build that energy up, sexually stimulate yourself, don't release it, and then channel that energy into other areas of creativity. Like I said, whether it's art, music, trying to project out your body or anything, it can be directed in that area. Um, Even if you want to just go out to the club, you want to go out, or hit the streets, walk around. Trust me, ladies, when you throw in your gear, got your hair looking nice, got your little outfit on, if you got low self-esteem, you will feel that energy flowing through you, and other people pick up on it. You will notice men start looking at you like, damn, man, she look good. Like, wow, he's looking at me. You know what I'm saying, man? People will, people will notice you. Same for the men. If you suffer from low self-esteem and you feel nobody wants you and all that type of bullshit, once you get out there and start walking, you build that energy up. And if you're doing this on a daily basis and not wasting that energy, I'm telling you, ladies will start noticing you because they'll start picking up on that energy. Why? Because you're not depleting it. You're not wasting that energy. You're building it up and keeping it inside. And now you're starting to channel it into other areas. And yeah, once you have that energy channeled, you start to pick up on so many other things. It seems like it heightens your senses where you start noticing things faster. You're picking up on different energy signatures all over. And it really does work for your benefit. So I hope I didn't freak too many people out. But yo, this is what we gotta get into, man. If we want to take this to the next level, we have to go down these roads. Because as you've seen, that I said, I'm not being a pervert. This shit was in this book, man. And this was made in 37 or something. This is going way back in the day. Talking about old school, this is real old school. And this is going way, way back. And these cats knew about this stuff, man. So, yeah, this is stuff that we need to know about. And things, this energy, we can channel. When you're doing this exercise and you feel that energy flowing, this is your energy. This is your energy. This is not something that you gotta wait to go buy and go buy from a department store or wait for some person to come on TV and tell you about it. This is your own energy that you feel building up. Stop wasting it, especially for the men out there. I'm gonna get on you right now. I'm getting on the men. I'm really hitting on the men right now. Stop wasting your energy. Stop sitting in front of the computer all day, handling your business. I don't know how many times, 4 or 5 times a day. Stop it. You're wasting your power, man. Save that power. Build it up. If you want to look at your videos, hey, now, I'm going to just say that if you're on the internet all day, for hours and hours and hours, just looking at adult films, then you got some other things you need to work on. I'm not knocking adult films. I'm just saying you need to start channeling that energy into other areas. But if you do want to watch your adult films, and I'm not knocking on, all I'm saying is watch them, have fun, but build that energy up, but don't waste it. Save it, keep it inside, and you will feel that power flowing through you, man. You will feel your power. I guess I have to get on women too. I don't know if there's too many, but I'm sure somewhere out there you got women who probably have some sort of addictions, and they probably do the same thing just as men. Men and women, we're all the same. They say we're all the same. These are just a physical body that we take on to be here, but we're all the same. So I can't be too hard on the men. I'm sure there's some women out there too with addictions just as equally as the men, and this applies to you too. If you got some sort of addiction and you out here doing your thing, whatever it is, on a daily basis, wasting that energy and feeling tired all the time, don't waste it. Build it up. Build it up and save it and redirect it into other areas of creativity, and you will feel it. Now that I've scared everyone, let me see if I left anything out, man. Let me see, got 30 minutes. Well, I hit 30 minutes, but I think I want to go into, real quick, a little motivational things, man. Yeah. Listen, you don't need anybody. And I'm flipping the script right now. I'm going to a little bit different there, but listen, you don't need anybody. Stop thinking that you need somebody or something that's going to make you happy. You don't need anything. You know, a lot of people, I see people sitting around, man. It's like, yeah, I gotta get that new iPad, man. I gotta get this iPad 2, iPad 3, iPad 10. And I'm not knocking that stuff, because, yeah, I got an iPad 2. What the hell are you talking about? He got an iPad 2. It's true. I do have an iPad. And I like these little items, but the difference is I'm not attached to them. I'm not dependent on them. Yes, they're nice, but I understand that this is just something that's here, and I try to use it to make things a little more easier for me, because there was a time, I'm a heavy reader, and there was a time when, man, I would have I have like 3 big books in my bag, man, like this, and I was getting heavy to carry around. So yes, as far as digital formats, it is easier for me to just carry, just say 100 books on my iPad, and I can look at them anytime I want. I still prefer a hardcover copy of something to hold in my hand, but when I'm on the move, it's much better than carrying a bag of books around. But yeah, you don't need that stuff, man. Don't get so attached to this materialistic things and what's happening in the media and all this nonsense going on. Everything that's happening out here is straight nonsense, man. Worrying about who's, what musician's talking about who, or what actor is seeing who. And I know I've gotten into this in the past in other videos, but I have to just bring it up again to keep you guys, keep it in your mind, to remind you. Don't get addicted to this stuff, man. I know it's real popular right now to say, don't watch TV. TV's bad. Don't watch TV. And that has a lot of truth to it. I have to tell you, man, there's so much bull on TV. It's unbelievable. And if you think it's only in America or only in your country, man, I'm over here in Japan. And I could tell you this, it kills me to look at television. I literally, sometimes I want to just, I just want to take myself out, man. And I don't watch it. But I have one in the house, and, other people may look at it, but every time I walk by and I see it on, it just reminds me of why I don't really deal with television. Now, I'm not saying it's bad. Use the TV for what you want to use it for. If you want to watch an interesting film that you feel is interesting, has meaning to you, or if you like to shoot home videos of your family or things like that, and you want to watch on the big screen, then that's when TV is nice. You don't want everybody trying to show a whole family something. You crowd around a computer monitor, but don't don't get it so addicted to it where you're just sitting in front of television, man, for 12 hours a day, because there's really nothing going on in there. It's full of lies. They're not telling you anything new, and there's just a lot of bull on there, man. I looked at TV one day. I sat down. I said, all right, let me see what's going on. I looked at the television. It's literally, I have to say, it's like, damn, it's not 100%. It's at least 95% all advertisements. Everything that comes on, every commercial is nothing more than someone trying to convince you to buy something that you don't need. Literally. I could sum up TV right now. It's like this. Commercial 1, buy this. Commercial 2, no, buy this. Commercial 3, you must buy this. News, which is lies. Sports, who cares. Weather, if they can predict it correctly. Boom, back to buy this, buy this, buy this. That's what it really is. Television is a non-stop advertisement machine telling you what you need to buy in order to be a person and to feel whole. You have to buy these items if you want your life to be easy and be smooth. Followed by giving you an unofficial, with a so-called official story of how things are playing out, which is just something they want us to believe. So, yeah, you don't really need to sit down focusing on that, man. Channel your energies elsewhere. And the same with internet. Don't get me wrong. Internet can be as equally as addicting. I hear a lot of people bashing TV and like, yeah, TV, throw the TV out, don't get TV. But yo, for real, internet is even more addicting. As a matter of fact, I would have to say, and I'm gonna say this now, internet is 100 times more addicting than television, because they say, yeah, well, at least on the internet you can look at what you want. Yes, that's true. On TV, there's not really a choice. They just give you what they want you to see and the reality that they want to project into your consciousness. But at the same time, because we have so much freedom on the internet, that makes it even more addicting. Going back to what I talked about, the adult films and stuff like that. You can actually end up sitting in front of the computer and pick up a little, sex addiction where you're just sitting on the computer for a good 15 hours a day or more looking at porno. Hey, to each his own. I'm not knocking anybody, but you don't want to be one of those cats who's just sitting in front of a computer monitor all day, you know, looking at certain items. You want to keep your mind flowing, because that's also a trap. Most of the internet is adult sites, a lot of it. And once again, this would kill you, man. So-called government and all these things, they talk about, controlling the internet and all this stuff. If they really want to control it, why are there so many sex sites on the internet? I want to know that. Why are there they'll shut down a site that's coming on talking about, just say, for example, trying to spread some truth or talking about some knowledge. They'll quickly want to shut that down. But you have endless millions and millions of sex sites on the internet. Why? Because they understand the deeper ramifications and the deeper, should I say, the deeper spell work that casts on people's minds, especially men. They know that keeps them trapped in front of the computer monitor, and they're going to be less productive and not really worrying much about what's going on out here in the rest of this world. And they're going to just be stuck right in front of the computer in the dark, looking at whatever. So yeah, be careful with the internet. Look at things, educate yourself. There's a lot of knowledge out there, and there's also a lot of wrong knowledge that's being pushed out. So you have to really filter even harder. On the TV, it's pretty much the same formula. You know what you're going to get on TV. Bullshit. But on the internet, you have to really be even more discreet with what you're looking at, because you could easily get pulled into certain areas that you think, yeah, this is some real good stuff. And it's just another form of mind control undercover. Yeah, so back to what I was saying. Like I said, you don't need anybody. For men, why do you need somebody, man? You need to love yourself first. How you gonna talk about, oh, I want to find a chick that I want to be in love. I need to find that right girl. I need to find my boo. You don't need anybody, man. How you supposed to be trying to find somebody, trying to find your girl and all this stuff, but you don't even love yourself. You running around here trying to be like all these, people in the media, superstars, rap stars, rock stars. You want to be all these people, but you're not even happy with yourself, man. Love yourself first. And don't get addicted to the sex as well. Like I said, tying back into the sex thing. A lot of cats, a lot of men especially, and women. Let me get on the men right now. A lot of men get addicted with the sex, man. You meet a lady, she could be the worst thing in your life, man, causing you all kind of drama. She don't even like you. She don't even like you. She playing you out, taking all your money, got you taking care of her kids or just taking care of her. Why? Oh, man, but yo, man, in the bed, man, she really know how to work it. Well, you know what? There's somebody else who could work it 10 times as better in another place without the drama. That's real, man. Same thing with the women. You meet some guy, this guy ain't even thinking about you, man. He's out, he got 15 other women on the side. No, but I know he may mess around, but I'm the real one for him. He knows I'm the real woman on his side. Please, man. He ain't even thinking about you. So, okay, yeah, but he's helping me pay my bills, helping my kids. Look, there's somebody else out there who will like you just as much without having all that drama. And he'll still help you. Well, you don't need nobody to take care of you, but, everybody needs a little help sometimes. But he can help you, and he'll love you and your kids just as much if you got kids. I'm not saying everybody got kids, but if you're in one of those situations where, You trying to hold a man down just because you're in a situation and you got a family and you don't want to be alone. But he's giving you all type of emotional drama on the side and getting you stressed out and having you worried and you checking his cell phone and seeing you messing around and creeping around his job and all that bullshit, man. You need to leave that alone. You need to leave all that alone. Somebody else is out there. There's somebody for everybody. And I know we've all seen cats, people who we're like, God damn, man, how did he get up? Look at him. And don't worry about him. Worry about you. And that's another thing. Jealousy is a sickness and a disease. Don't be jealous of anybody. What are you jealous for? There's so many people out here that's so jealous of other people, man. If you knew who you really were and understood that you were a multidimensional being and you existed on so many levels, you won't be worried about somebody else. I hear it all the time, man. Oh, man, look at this girl, man. Damn, man, she look good. How the hell we pulled that? Oh, man, ugly motherfucker. Yo, man, what you worried about him for, man? You could go get somebody, too. Don't worry about him. Same thing with the women. Oh, look at that bitch. She thinks she hot shit. Look at her. Who she thinks she is. She thinks she Beyonce or somebody. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Worry about you. There's somebody out there for you just as good too, man. Don't worry about it, baby. There's somebody for you. Somebody for everybody. Everybody. So yeah, don't be jealous, because when you're jealous, that keeps your vibrations low. You know what I'm saying? That keeps your vibrations low, and you start thinking all these dark thoughts, and it all connects. It starts affecting what you physically, mentally, and psychologically. It starts bringing your energies down. You start getting sick. Yeah, so don't worry about other people. Stop being jealous. Don't worry about other cats. Do your own stuff. I just hit 41 right now. 41 minutes. In this video, you know how I do. I'll keep talking and talking until whenever. So, yeah. I hit you all up with that sexual transmutation, sex magic, sex spell work, however you want to look at it, many different words. But yeah, like I said, start channeling. Oh yeah, just to rewind back for a minute, I had said before, I was touching it. When I said for the fellas who finish too quickly, what I meant by that was when you do those exercises, it will build up that testosterone, and when you work in that energy, building it up, lowering it back down, building up to that climax, don't climax, lower it back down. That's working on your, how should I say, I don't know what I would call it, rhythmic action or something. But yeah, that will help you as far as finishing too quickly when you're trying to satisfy the woman of your dreams that you're trying to keep pleasure with. To keep you from having her looking at you like, what the hell? If you don't want to feel like that, looking like, let me stop. But you know what I'm saying, man. If you're one of those people that have that issue, or even if you're not, it works with people who don't have those issues. You could be like a stallion. No problems at all in the bed department. But if you want to improve, and there's always improvement to be done, and I'm sure women would agree, there's always room for improvement. A lot of men think, oh man, I'm hot shit, man. I know I'm working in the bed. There's always much more improvement to be done. Ladies, do you agree? Alright, let me stop. But anyway, yeah, if you got no problems in that area, then this could help you improve also and make yourself even better. So let me get out of here, because I'll just keep going and going. But yeah, peace, love, and harmony as always. Start building that energy up. Stop wasting it. Redirect it into other areas of creativity and build up your vibrations and your energy. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.